starting off by priming my skin using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. And this primer was made to give a very luminous and dewy effect underneath your foundation. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix two shades together today. This is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Foundation in the shade 10 and 30, and I'm just mixing them together to get my current shade and just placing that on my face, and then I will go ahead and blend that out using a foundation brush. And the brush that I'm using in today's video, this is the Morphe M439, and it was the first time that I'm using this brush, so I don't know if I'm in love with it yet. I will let you guys know, but that's what I'm using today to buff out this foundation, and I'm just making sure that it's all blended together really nicely, and then I'll be moving on to concealer. This is the Maybelline Master Conceal, just placing this underneath the eyes, on the eyelids, and then I'll go down the center of the nose and up onto the forehead as well. And then, of course, I'm blending that out using my beauty blender like always. I feel like this is the best tool to blend out concealer. And then I will set that concealer using the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. You definitely always want to set anywhere that you place concealer on your face because you don't want it to crease throughout the day. This is just going to make it stay a lot longer on the skin. Now I'm going in with bronzer. This is by the Sephora brand. I'll leave the name of it listed in the description box below. But I'm just bronzing up my skin around my cheeks, underneath the chin, and then up onto the forehead as well, like usual. And this brush that I'm using is actually an e.l.f. brush. It was $3, and I seriously love it. Again, all of the products will be listed in the description box if I don't know the name of them offhand. Now I'm taking this blush from Revlon, I believe it's called Naughty Nude, and just applying it onto my cheeks, and I always dust a little on my nose. I don't know why, I just always do that, and then taking a big fluffy brush to just go ahead and blend everything out to make sure that it's not too harsh. I'm going to be using a Makeup Geek eyeshadow as my highlight today. This is in the color Shimma Shimma, and I'm just using a fan brush to apply this to the high points of my cheeks and then up onto my nose as well. I'm also going to be contouring using a Makeup Geek eyeshadow. This is in the shade Barcelona Beach. It's a perfect contour shade if you have fair to medium skin because it has that perfect grayish undertone. So just contouring in the hollows of my cheeks and then onto my nose as well. And the reason why I'm using eyeshadows to highlight and contour is because I haven't found a holy grail drugstore highlight or contour. So if you have any suggestions, you can totally let me know in the comments. And I'm just cleaning up that contour line, going back with that e.l.f. High Definition Setting Powder. Next, I'm moving on to the eyes. I'm taking Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie and just applying this into the crease using my Sigma E40 blending brush. This is going to act as my transition shade before I go in with my lid colors. For the lids today, I'm going to be mixing two different L'Oreal Infallible shadows. One is a true green color in the shade Golden Sage, and then the other one is more of a taupey olive green, which I'm going to place on top of that in the shade Gilded Envy. So first, I'm just applying Golden Sage to the lid. As you can see, it's more of a bright green. The look that I want is more of like a smoky olive green, but I'm layering these to add dimension to the look rather than just having one flat color. You'll see as I add the next shade, it's really going to make it pop when you have that dimension to the shadows. I'm using my finger to apply this because they are shimmery colors and I feel like they just apply so much better when I'm using my fingers. So as you can see, the color is starting to build up, really creating more depth to the look, and I just liked the shade that it turned out when I mixed the two colors together. So I just kept dipping my finger back in the shadow and building up the product, and as you can see, I'm applying this directly onto the lid and then just slightly up onto the crease as well, and that's just for blending purposes. It's going to help all the shades just blend together a lot easier. Next, I'm going in with another Makeup Geek eyeshadow. This one is in the shade Frappe, and I'm going to apply this into the crease and then up onto the lower part of my brow bone as well, and the brush that I'm using is a Morphe M433 blending brush. This is one of my favorite crease brushes. I just love it so much. It's pretty similar to the Sigma E25. I would say they're almost identical, but Morphe brushes are just a lot cheaper. Also, I just wanted to let you guys know that these Makeup Geek eyeshadows that I'm using are only $6, which is actually even more affordable than the L'Oreal shadows that I had used on my lid. I believe I paid almost $9 for each of those shadows, so they're even more affordable than the L'Oreal ones that I'm using. Anyways, moving on, I picked up the shade Coco Bear, and I'm just applying this on top of the color that I just placed into the crease, and I'm just playing around, seeing how smoky I want this look to be, just adding some color, adding some depth and dimension to the look, and just building it up and smoking it out. And then I'm going to go back in with the shade Peach Smoothie and just blend over all of the work that I've done, just to make the colors really just transition really smoothly and come together really nice and evenly. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to pick up this Morphe eyeshadow in the color Cream Puff, and I'm going to use this as my brow bone highlight. I absolutely love this shade as a brow bone highlight because it's not like a bright white, it's more like a bone white, if that makes any sense. And I don't know, I just love it. I feel like it always looks like a natural highlight. And then of course I'm just blending that out again like always. Now I'm going to take Makeup Geek's eyeshadow in the color Corrupt on a flat definer brush and just pack this onto the top lash line. I'm not doing any intense structured liner today because I want this to look like a very effortless blown out smoky eye. Now I'm just using some black liner to line the upper waterline, and then I'm going to pick up some lashes. These are the Coco lashes in the style Foxy, and go back in with that black eyeshadow and just pack it on top of the lashes so that way you can't really see the lash band. Now I'm going to curl my lashes and then apply a really thin coat of mascara just at the base of the lashes. I went back in with the shade Frappe and applied this to the lower lash line using a pencil brush, and then I'm also picking up the shade Dirty Martini and applying that right over the other shadow and using the same exact pencil brush. I took a flesh toned eyeliner and applied this to the lower waterline and then used some mascara to coat my bottom lashes. Right when I thought I was done, I went ahead and did my hair, and then I decided that I wanted to add just a little bit more depth and smokiness to the outer corner of my eye, so I went back in with the shade Mocha and applied this to the outer corner of the eye. I took a little bit more of the shade Shimma and placed this on the inner corner of my eye for a nice pop of color, and then I went on to line my lips using my Italia Deluxe lip liner in the shade Nude, and then for lipstick I'm using my Maybelline matte lipstick in the shade Touch of Spice, and then I just decided that I wanted a little bit of some nude gloss to go over that because I wasn't really feeling the matte lip. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next tutorial.